There was something magical about grabbing fast food back in the 70s and 80s. The neon signs, the crinkle of wax paper, the way the drive-thru felt like a glimpse into the future. Families piled into station wagons, teenagers hung out in parking lots, and every burger felt like a mini adventure. Today, we re-flipping back the calendar and digging into 10 fast food items from the 70s and 80s that deserve a comeback. Some were bold experiments. Others were ahead of their time. But they all left a flavor in our memories we just can't shake. Let's unwrap the past, one bite at a time. 1. McDonald's MCDLT, hot side hot, cold side cold. Back in 1984, McDonald's introduced the MCDLT, and it felt like space-age dining. Served in a two-sided styrofoam container, the idea was genius. Keep the hot burger and the cool lettuce and tomato separate until the moment you ate it. It made every bite feel crisp and fresh. But the bulky packaging and environmental concerns led to its downfall by the early 90s. Still, folks remember that unique sensation, assembling your own burger like it was a build-your-own meal kit before those were even a thing. 2. Burger King Jumbo, the hot ham classic, originally launched in 1968 and revived briefly in 2014. The Jumbo was Burger King's take on a hot ham and cheese sandwich. It wasn't flashy, just warm deli ham, gooey cheese, and a soft bun, but sometimes simple hits the spot. It quietly vanished in the mid-70s, maybe because it lacked the boldness of flame-grilled burgers. Still, many recall it as the perfect comfort food, especially during chilly evenings in the back seat of a station wagon. 3. Taco Bell Beefer. The taco as a sandwich? Imagine a sloppy Joe with a south-of-the-border twist. That was the Bell Beefer. Taco Bell took their seasoned ground beef, cheese, lettuce, and mild sauce and stuffed it into a hamburger bun. It was messy, bold, and surprisingly delicious. Popular through the 70s and early 80s, it disappeared as the menu focused more on tacos and burritos. But fans still dream about its spicy, savory charm and how it made lunch feel like a flavorful dare. 4. Wendy's Superbar, a fast food buffet. In the late 80s, Wendy's tried something revolutionary, an all-you-can-eat salad, pasta, and Mexican bar. It was called the Super Bar, and it turned fast food into a choose-your-own adventure. Kids piled on nachos, adults went for spaghetti, and everyone felt like they got more than their money's worth. But it proved hard to maintain, messy, time-consuming, and tough to keep fresh. Still, it was one of the few times fast food felt like a sit-down dinner with choices. 5. McDonald's Onion Nuggets. Before the ring, there was the chunk. Before McDonald's settled on the beloved Chicken McNugget, they tested a different kind of bite-sized treat. Onion nuggets. These were deep-fried chunks of onion, crispy on the outside and sweet on the inside. Served in the late 70s, they were a short-lived experiment, perhaps too ahead of their time. But folks who tried them still remember the crunch, the flavor, and how they offered something different from the usual fries. 6. Arby's Super Roast Beef. Bigger, bolder, beefier. In the 80s, Arby's took their classic roast beef sandwich and gave it a hearty upgrade. The Super Roast Beef came with fresh lettuce, tomato, and a tangy red ranch sauce, all stacked on a sesame seed bun. It was a more grown-up, fast food sandwich, something that felt a little closer to deli style. Over time, it quietly faded from the menu. But those who grew up with it remember it as the kind of sandwich that made Arby's feel just a bit fancier. 7. McDonald's Cheddar Melt. That sauce was something else. Introduced in the late 80s, the cheddar melt took a quarter-pound beef patty and smothered it with warm cheddar cheese sauce and grilled onions, all inside a rye bun. It was rich, savory, and a little messy in the best way, but it was only around for a limited time and never became a permanent fixture. Fans still talk about that tangy cheddar sauce, wishing they could taste it just one more time. 8. Burger King's Breakfast Buddies. Tiny sandwiches. Big flavor. Launched in the late 80s. Breakfast Buddies were miniature breakfast sandwiches. Little bites of sausage, egg, and cheese, served 2 to a pack. Perfect for busy mornings or sharing with a friend. But they disappeared almost as quickly as they arrived. Maybe people weren't ready for mini meals yet. Still, they hold a special place in the hearts of early risers and kids on their way to school. 9. KFC's BBQ Chicken Littles. Big taste, small package. In the 80s, KFC introduced Chicken Littles, small fried chicken sandwiches with pickles and a dab of mayo, all tucked into soft dinner rolls. They were simple and cheap, just 39 cents at one point, and perfect for a quick snack. When they came back in the 2010s, fans said they just didn't taste the same. Maybe it's nostalgia, or maybe the original really was better. 10. Jack in the Box Frings. Fries and rings together at last. Why choose between fries or onion rings when you could have both? That was the genius of Jack in the Box's Frings. Half French fries, half onion rings, all in one bag. They were especially popular with indecisive eaters and late-night snackers. Though they vanished in the 80s, the idea still sounds like something we'd love today. It was the perfect pairing and proof that sometimes the best ideas are the simplest. Ultra light and inviting. Fast food in the 70s and 80s wasn't just about grabbing a quick bite. It was about trying new things, making memories, and treating yourself to something special. These forgotten items may be gone, but they live on in our stories and our cravings. Which of these would you bring back if you could? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more tasty nostalgia every week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on American Rewind.